Welcome to the Hyborian Keep. I'm Old Man Hyborian. Here, we review tales of Robert E. Howard's greatest character, Conan the Barbarian. Today we'll be reviewing Heroic Signatures in Titan Comics' Savage Sword of Conan, issue number 13. This won't be some fluffy review, it'll be an old man's honest opinion. And just as a heads up, there will be spoilers. So I don't want you to go crying to your mommy if I say something that spoils it for you. If you don't want the spoilers, go to the summary at the end. And if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. And with that, let's get after it. Savage Sword of Conan, issue number 13, cover art by Alex Horley. Alex Horley's covers are really top shelf. He does an excellent job, really adds a lot to the book when you have an excellent cover like that. Inside cover we have the ad for Solomon Kane's book, and then we have Heroic Signatures in Titan Comics credits. We have a pin-up of Solomon Kane, illustrated by Luke Edenschnick, which is not bad, interesting line work on it. And then the main story. Conan, he's a young man, he's a thief. Story's a Blue Orchid, and Roberto de la Torre, it does the plot and the art, and Roy Thomas does the text. Roberto is really, he is the man as far as the artwork. Can't complain about that art at all. So the story kind of has Conan breaking into this tower looking for this Blue Orchid. Meets up with another thief in there, and they end up teaming up and trying to get out alive, and the story takes off from there. So the artwork, like Roberto's artwork, is just, you know, every panel has lots of action, has good movement, like the way the poses that he uses for Conan and the characters are so spot on. Makes it really enjoyable to read it, just the way that it flows from panel to panel. Though I am starting to think that the paper stock they're using here is not doing justice to the artwork. Like I noticed in some of the earlier Savage Sword of Conan's here from Heroic Signatures in Titan Comics is that, you know, the artwork probably is actually a lot better than what it's being displayed on this paper stock. I think it's sometimes it kind of looks sketchy. That if you had a better, higher quality paper stock, I think it would be a lot better. Now, as far as the story, didn't mind the story. Not my favorite story for sure. It was a little bit choppy, I found. It didn't seem to kind of roll along smooth. Like, look at that panel there. I like that panel. It seemed to jump around a little bit, though it got to where it needed to go, which is, you know, not too bad, but it did jump around a fair bit. But overall, this issue here, the story and the art, I think it definitely played well together. And there's not a whole lot to really complain about when you get Roberto and Roy Thomas working on a project together. Some really good artwork though. So it was an interesting story. Had a few little twists in it, but enjoyable. Then we have Chainmail. Another pinup of Solomon Kane, art by Ace Cotinudou. I don't know how really to pronounce that. That's a hard one for me to pronounce. And then we have a Solomon Kane story. The art here was wow, like a real shock factor compared to Roberto's. Different style. The art was done by James A. Castillo. Not really my art style. It was kind of interesting. I didn't dislike it. I don't think I could have take a large helping of it, but it definitely was different. Not a whole lot of story to it, but the story that was there, it was a neat little story. I enjoyed the story. Kind of flowed, like the flow of the story went well just by the panels. I did like that, but the artwork was just like, wow, different. But a pretty good addition. And the back cover, we have an ad for Savage Sword of Conan Reforged. Back cover, we got a little taste of what's coming for the next issue. Looking forward to that. That's going to be a Jim Zub tale with art by Ivan Gill. Like, I really like Ivan Gill's pin-ups that he does in black and white, so I'm looking forward to that. So overall, you know, pretty good solid issue. Excellent cover. Very good artwork on the inside. Pretty decent story. And even the backup story, even though the art was a little bit wonky, it was enjoyable. Overall, very positive. Well, there you have it. Another good solid issue of Savage Sword of Conan. The cover art by Alex Horley, top shelf. Can't get much better than that. Alex is really nailing these covers for Savage Sword. And the artwork on the inside by Roberto de la Torre, excellent. I do think the paper stock is taking away a little bit from the art. I think if they used better paper stock, the art would shine a little bit more. But still, Roberto really knows how to draw Conan. And the plot and the text by Roberto and Roy Thomas, not a bad story. Wouldn't be my favorite, but still pretty solid. I enjoyed it. It had a couple of good pin-ups. The only downside to that is that they were both Solomon Kane. I would have liked to see a Conan pin-up. And the backup story, it was pretty cool. The story itself wasn't not a whole lot of text to it, but it was a pretty neat little story. I liked it. And the artwork though, wow, it was a little bit different. It was kind of freakishly entertaining, but still, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good issue right through and through, from front to back. Buy it, read it, and enjoy it. And with that, I bid you farewell.